Yo, what is going on, guys? It is the SG Air Match today with another Madden 26 video. And today, I'm going to be talking about what to do right now in Madden 26 Ultimate Team. In this video, I'm going to go over things you guys can do today, right now, and it's going to put yourself in a better position tomorrow when you guys play the game. In this video, I'm going to go over things that are going on in-game right now, in-game events. I'm going to be going over some things you guys can do that only takes about 5 minutes to put yourself in a better position here at the end of the new playoff weekend, the divisional round. Just a lot of different things you guys can do in the game right now, basically to get yourself more coins, more XP, better progression in field passes, make your team even better. So just a lot of tips and tricks right now you guys can do while you're kind of in between on promos. Team of the Week promo wasn't super exciting because some of these cards are really expensive or they're just not that good at all. So it's kind of a good day to just work on things that you should be passively working on in the game, and it's going to get yourself in a better position to when we have better content coming out where you really want to be grinding the game. So with all this being said, let's get straight into it. Now, the first thing I want to cover is going to be in sets. I want to go over to the playoff sets right here. So if we just scroll down, playoffs should be, I probably just passed it actually. Playoffs should be somewhere around here. If we go to playoffs, there are some sets in the game you guys can do right now. Basically, you're going to get you free tokens to get a free 94 overall. I'll explain how to get this 94 overall in a second, or you can quick sell these rewards for victory vouchers. When you log into the game, you're going to get a welcome pack. Make sure you check your unopened pack screen if you don't have these tokens right now. And you're going to get 6 tokens. You can spend these tokens on these divisional games. Basically, you see these team icons right here. Whatever team you think is going to win, you can put these tokens into the set, and then you get a voucher, I believe, in return. And that is going to turn into trophies or an upgrade token if that team wins their matchup this weekend. So, for example, we have 49ers Seahawks, we have Bills Broncos, Texans Patriots, and Rams and Bears. Now, out of all these games here, I do think the Seahawks have the best chance of winning, so I would go ahead and put 2 of these tokens into the Seahawks set. And then that should get me 2 upgrade tokens for an 85 overall player, which I'll go over on later in this video, that we can turn into a 94 overall player at the end of the playoffs. If things go our way, right, with the players that we pick. So there is that. And then you also are going to have 4 left after that. I'm not saying pick the Seahawks. You can pick whatever teams you want. But I'm just basically saying you should be going through and getting these done. If you want to do the smart and you just want to do 3 of them, you want to get yourself guaranteed 3 tokens, you could essentially put 2 on the Seahawks, 2 on the 49ers, 1 on the Bills, 1 on the Broncos. That's going to get you 3 guaranteed because you can pick both outcomes. But I'm gonna get it risky with it. I'm probably going to put 2 on the Seahawks, which I already did. Then I'll probably put 2 on the Patriots. And then, actually, I'm not going to pick Bears-Rams because I'm a Bears fan and I don't want to do that. I don't want to jinx my team. I'll probably put 2 on the Broncos then, just because I want to get risky with it. I want to have fun with the promo. So this is just in-game content you guys can do to engage with and upgrade your team. Those tokens that I was just telling you about, after you guys redeem the packs, if that team wins and that set is, you pick the right team to win, you are going to get tokens to upgrade these 85 overall players. You should have already gotten one from logging in with the promo. There is also one available right now. It's not on my screen because I already purchased it. But if you go into the Victory Voucher screen in the store, you will see right here, there will be an 85 overall playoffs team rep fantasy pack. You can get 2 more of these as well. But you basically pick one of the 85s. If you pick the 85 and the team wins, that player gets upgraded. It's eligible for an upgrade. And, it just keeps upgrading throughout the promo because the team is winning. So you want to pick a team that you think is going to win. If you want to do it smart, you just pick this pack. You buy the pack. You don't pick any of the players. You just wait. You hold on to it in your binder, and then you wait for the team who gets to the Super Bowl. Two of the teams that get to the Super Bowl are going to get 2 94s, I believe. So if you want 2 free 94s, I'd probably just hold on to them. Otherwise, pick one for your team. Pick one you think is going to win. Pick one that you actually want to upgrade and use on your team to have fun with that card. Now, the next thing that I want to go over is probably priority number 1 in terms of playing the game and grinding the game. That is going to be this event right here. This is going to be Road to the Super Bowl. It is a head-to-head online event. There is also a CPU event. If you are confident in playing online, honestly, you can be a lot worse than the person you're playing, and you can still win these games. I'll elaborate how crazy these games can be in just a second, but there are 2 versions of this. If you don't want to play online games, you can play offline as well. You just get significantly less rewards. But if you want to play online, you have the chance of getting victory vouchers every single time you win a couple games. For 5 games, you get 1375 vouchers. And then the playoffs is really where you make your vouchers at. This is where you can get a lot. So for getting 3 wins in the playoffs, you get an additional 8,250. And then for just getting to the Super Bowl, you get another 8,000. Now the real coins here are at this Super Bowl win, the Super Bowl victory. You are going to get a Warren Sapp basically out of that pack. It's an event token you get from that. You redeem the token into Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp sells for over 1 million coins right now. I believe he has fluctuated between 1 and 1.5 million coins, sometimes even more over the past few days. So that's a lot of coins for just winning 8 games, which I think is pretty cool by EA Sports allowing us to do this. So priority number one should be grinding this event. If you already have the Warren Sapp token, you can keep grinding this event, keep earning victory vouchers, and these will get you 94 overall players. These will get you rerolls you guys can do for 88 plus cards, 88 plus overall cards. You can basically turn these victory vouchers into coins or upgrades for your team as you play through the promo. These games are very sweaty though, and honestly, you can lose to players that are a lot worse than you. You can beat players that are a lot better than you. That's kind of the crazy thing about it. This event is literally just clock management. That's all it is. It's 2-minute quarters, 4 quarters, 2-minute quarters. Basically, if you start with the ball, you want to be scoring with less than 30 seconds left at the end of the first half because you don't want to get your opponent on the board. He cannot score points. He or she cannot score points, man. There's not enough time in the game for that. You want to limit your opponent's possessions. This is basically just an event of possessions right now. You might only see the ball one time. You can see in game 2 here, I lost 7-9. I had the ball one time this game. I had the ball one time that game, okay? Dude misses extra point. He goes down the field in the second half, kicks a field goal. Game was over. It's literally that it. When I scored 7 points, that was on my first drive. I left him about 45 seconds left to score, I believe. He went down the field and scored a touchdown in 45 seconds. I didn't see the ball back the rest of the game. I had like maybe 5 seconds left, I believe, at the end of that game. So really hard to score in this, or really hard to win these games. You just got to be smart with how you manage the clock. Now, if I go back to the victory voucher story here, this is the currency you're going to get from winning those games in the online event or the offline event. These are what you can spend them on. The first thing I would do, I would actually wait, but this is the best thing you can buy out of the store. If you have enough to buy this pack right here, this is by far the best thing to buy. This is probably the second best thing to buy here. And then after that, I would probably just max out and spend these 88 plus rerolls. I opened one in the video yesterday. I pulled a 91. That goes for over 100,000 coins. So you can actually earn a lot of coins from these. You can also get just good players for your team. Essentially 2 94 overall players for your team here. So just for free, which EA doesn't do very often. It's not super common. So that is pretty cool. One thing you should be doing while playing that event is going to your field pass. So if we go to playoffs field pass here, very, very important you do this because you want to be earning progression with 2 things at one time. You want to be able to knock out as many things at the same time as possible while only focusing on just playing the game. So playoff objectives here. While you're playing that online event, what you want to do here is make sure you have 2 playoff cards on your team. Some of you guys might already have a playoff theme team. You don't have to worry about this. But if you don't have 2 playoff cards on your team, go buy 2 84s. Put them way down in your depth chart if you don't want to use them. Just make sure they are on your team. You could also just buy the long snapper. There's the long snapper as well, which is good value there. It's a card you're not really even going to use at all. You're not even going to notice he's on the field. And he's going to be on your team to get some progression towards this. So with 2 plus players on your team this objective here is win 10 games. That is going to get you some playoff field pass XP. And then right here in the playoffs event, this can be online or offline, does not matter. Just make sure you have 2 players in your team. It's still win 10 games. So if you're seeing what I'm saying here, you literally just need to win. You basically knock these both out at the same time by having 2 players. So you're getting both of these objectives done at the same time. Same thing applies for these stats right here, these team stats. Exact same concept. 2 plus players for rushing yards, for passing touchdowns, returning kickoff yards, and then team tackles, which is, these are all very easy. I barely ever run the ball. I'd like just literally sitting back in the pocket and slinging the ball. That's what I like doing in Madden. I like drawing up crazy schemes, and I like dotting up defenses. That's kind of just what I enjoy. So you're not going to see me getting these rushing yards probably. I'm going to try to, but, I guess these don't even expire weekly, so there's no expiration on this until the end of the promo. So you have as much time as you want to get this done. While we are talking about field pass, let's go ahead and bounce on over to the seasonal field pass. This is something you guys want to do as well. So if we go to season 5 field pass here, you want to make sure you're getting these things done as well. The one thing you just really need to focus on is doing your daily objectives, which I have not done yet because I was getting stuff ready for the video. But your dailies are going to change every day. Not even going to go over what you need to do for them because they're going to change every day besides buy 1 pack. That's always going to be one of the things there because EA wants you to buy stuff in the store. That's how they are. But if we go to Ultimate Team Weekly and we go to weeklies, you want to make sure you're getting these things done every single day. These refresh today. You have 6 days and 14 hours to do this. By the time you guys see this, you're probably going to be about 6 days and 12 hours at the time we post this video. Maybe a little bit less than that, maybe a little bit more than that, somewhere around that range though. But these are the stats for the week that we need to do. It's going to be rushing touchdowns, team tackles, rushing touchdowns again, and then offensive yards. So I'm not really a fan of rushing touchdowns, but it is what it is. Got to get it done somehow. These do expire. Once these go away, you cannot earn that XP again. So you got to make sure you go ahead and get this done. You got to grind for this because, you lose out on this opportunity. You lose out on this XP by the end of the field pass if you don't go ahead and get it. So very important you guys do that. Now, finally, you're going to want to go and play some head-to-head ranked. If you guys are kind of bored of the event or you would just want something new, you want a breath of fresh air, this is a good time to play through head-to-head ranked because a lot of the good players in the game are focusing on the in-game event to earn the currency, to earn the victory voucher. So this is a good time to go over to head-to-head ranked and grind for these 95 overalls. If you want to go for top 100, go for 96. But I think you're getting good value out of just getting to hero. It's still 94 overall. That's still going to be a high overall card when these come out in about, I think, 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. So you're still getting good value out of this. I do think Champion is something that you should really be pushing for because these will be the best cards in the game when they release. So Champion is definitely the one I'd recommend for you. You do need to be quite a bit positive with your record. But if you play like 80 games, I think you can be around 500 and hit Champion, I do believe, which is a lot of games. But it's up to you. If you really want those cards, you can grind for them. I'll show you some of these stats real quick. Just going to go over these ranked cards really, really quickly here. And then we're going to talk about some team teams just for a second. But these ranked cards are very good. The cards are Julius Peppers, Tariq Woolen, and Colston Loveland, which are, these are very solid cards. These are definitely, like I said, they're going to be the best cards in the game when they release, which I believe is in about 3 weeks or so. You can see here. We'll just go over these 95s because I was talking about the Champion part of things. So if we go to right here, this is Tariq Woolen. I do think Julius Peppers is probably the best card, but I really don't think you can go along with either one. A 6'4" corner with 95 speed. These cards get all team chems, so whatever you guys want to do, whatever you need on your team, go ahead and take whoever you want. I'm a Bears fan. I'm going to take Colston Loveland. That's just what it is, bro. 6'6" tight end. I use my tight end all the time in my offense. My tight end is probably my heaviest target in my offense. So I'm definitely going to take Loveland. I think Peppers is probably the best card, though. I'm not going to lie. This Julius Peppers is really, really good. He's also 6'7". That's going to get you better pass deflections at the line of scrimmage, which is something that is very important this year in Madden Ultimate Team. So that's what I'll be doing. That's what I'll be grinding. One final thing, I want to talk about building your theme team because that is very important right now. Theme teams give you a huge advantage in online play because you get boosted stats on your players. So one thing I would focus on here is building a combination of one theme team at 50 players or 2 theme teams at 20 players each. What do I mean by that? If I go to Josh Jacobs here, for example, we can look at this. I have a Raiders theme team. I have 33 players right now. That's going to change. This is temporary. I'm going to probably go to 20 Raiders, 20 Bears because I like the Bears. But you want to pick one of the teams in the playoffs for sure. You could go with like Niners and Bills. That's a really good one. You could go with like Niners and Eagles or Bills and Eagles. That is also a good one. But you at least want to get to 20 because at 20 players of that team chemistry, you do get a +1 speed boost, which is very, very big, very, very important for your team. And then you also want to make sure you have 20 playoff players. So you could basically have a 3-way theme team between 2 NFL teams and the playoff promo on your team at the same time. Once you guys get a lot of playoff players on your team, make sure you go to the program, Team Affinity, or the program strategy item, and make sure you equip that. I still have Zero Chill in mind because I have a lot of Zero Chill players on my team. At least I do right now. I'm probably going to go to this right here, though, very, very soon. This playoff one, very, very soon. So we'll see how things go. But that's all I have for you guys today. This is what to do right now in Madden 26 Ultimate Team to put yourself in a better position tomorrow. Coin making methods are probably coming later this week as well. A lot of content coming out. It's a great time to be playing Madden, man. NFL playoffs are in full swing. Things are heating up in the playoffs, and the content should hopefully follow that energy as well. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe below, and I'll talk to you later. Stay safe for me. Peace out.